Hi, I'm Sam here at Rick Jones Pianos with a wonderful Kawai brand, a model KG-3C built in Hamamatsu, Japan in the year 1980. It has this beautiful polished ebony finish, which is very common with pianos made by Kawai and their competitor Yamaha in Japan. My colleagues have done a beautiful job polishing it and really bringing it up to a wonderful shine. And it also comes with its original factory matching duet bench. Kawai benches have a hard top and makes them shiny, so it's a very attractive piece of furniture. And it looks like the previous owner kept the key cover, which is nice for keeping dust out of the inside of the keys. It even includes a key for the lock, which is operated by closing the piano entirely, including the key cover and lid, and then turning the key inside of the lock that's inside the lid. So that's included with the piano. And when we get a piano bench in with the piano that is in as good condition as this one is, that gives us an indication as technicians that the piano hasn't been abused and heavily used in its lifetime. Usually benches tend to get destroyed as people sit on them and shove them around a whole lot. Not the case with this bench. So this piano, as we understand it, has had a relatively easy life, and we're more than comfortable putting a 10-year warranty on this piano, all parts and labor, and 100% lifetime trade-in guarantee. The important thing is to make sure you have it in tune twice a year and kept out of extremes of humidity. We would ask that you do that for any piano, no matter the brand's name. And if you wish in the future to trade up, you may do so and trade this piano in for precisely its instrument sales price toward another piano in our inventory of a higher price. And many teachers recommend that their students or their students' families come here precisely to take advantage of that. Oftentimes they'll start on a more modest piano, and when the teacher believes they have advanced enough in their practicing, especially technically and musically, that's when a teacher will recommend an upgrade to an appreciably nicer piano. Oftentimes we'll have people trading in upright pianos that they bought from us to get a piano just like this. And then after this, sometimes people choose to have select a Steinway from our inventory, a more expensive piano. But I myself am quite fond of Kawai musically. It's a different sound and feel from Steinway and Yamaha, in which I think very much, in my opinion, holds its own against the two other brands, the two famous brands. Kawai's are designed to have more of a rounded sound, especially in the melody range, so it really makes melodies sound lyrical. It's a very sweet sound, I think. This particular piano, I think, has a especially wide dynamic range. So if you play it loudly, it's very bold and brilliant. I didn't play so much of the bass, but this is a 6-foot piano. We don't get this model quite as much as the more popular, smaller KG-2, which is only 5'10", a wonderful piano in its own. But this one has that extra length of strings and soundboard area to really give you a very deep sound. Definitely, I think, an improvement over the KG-2. So, what was I saying? A wide dynamic range generally is what you can get on a larger piano. The smaller the piano, the more limited in its capabilities. And with this piano being over 6 feet, I was quite impressed with how loud I was able to get, and also how soft and subtle. It's very controllable. So, certainly a piano for a relatively large room, if that's what you're looking for, or if you just want a big sound. But rest assured, the piano, having been well regulated, my colleagues do a beautiful job working on the inside of the piano in addition to the outside polish. We get very good results working on Kawais because they are, in our opinion, very consistently made. All the parts for the hammers and the action, which is a very complicated mechanism, it's very precisely milled and shaped, and all of the little wooden and other pieces, the leathers and felts, very precisely made with these Kawai pianos made in Japan. And so when it makes it easier for us technicians when we work on the pianos, when we have to make an adjustment, it just cooperates. It really helps to have such consistent quality control in the manufacture of these pianos, because it makes us do better work. At least it makes us do the best work that we can, and I would say it's pretty good on these Yamahas and Kawais. And this piano really turned out well because of that. Really substantially wide dynamic range, a lot of subtlety within that range, and really quite satisfying to play overall. I will say that the tone on this piano is a little on the bright side. Kawai is known for more of a warmer sound, and I think the piano still has that essential rounded, warmer sound, but it's a brighter version of it. Perhaps in accordance with the fact that this is a larger piano, in my opinion, Kawai's larger pianos were designed to have more of a brilliant tone to fit a larger room, such as where you would put a larger piano in. It's the smaller 5 feet, 5.5 feet baby grands that, in my opinion, seem to have been built to have more of a soft tone that won't overwhelm a small room, such as where you would put a baby grand in. So this is really designed for more of a larger room, like a classroom, or if you have a big house and want to fill it with sound. And accordingly, I'll rate the tone of this a 6 on the scale from 1 to 10, from mellow to bright. On the bright side, but it still has that essential Kawai tone of really round, sweet, especially in the melody range. It touches on the firm side, which is, in my opinion, normal for Kawai grand pianos. They, on average, tend to have more resistance in the keys, and what I like about them is that the keys sort of bounce back very quickly, so it resets to a ready position really quickly, and that helps make the action feel more responsive. It's something I've noticed that is very consistent in Kawai grands in particular. No matter the model series, the even more economic series like the GE1, the baby grands, all the way up to the GS series, which would have been made at the same time as this piano. GS30 is the same size, more like a Yamaha C3. They all have that really responsive, smooth, quick action that does give you more of a workout. This is firmer than what I'm used to, but for those students who have to be able to be prepared practicing on a firm touch piano at home, because the piano you play at school or at the teacher's studio is also firm, this will set you up, I think, for success. So, 6 and 6 for tone and touch. And I guess one more thing, it does have a middle pedal sostenuto. Every KG series Kawai I've ever seen has one, and in case if you don't know how it operates, you would first play notes on the keyboard, and using one of your feet, normally the left, you can depress that pedal. Only the dampers of the notes that you played first are engaged. It's like having a third hand holding down notes on the keyboard for you, which you can use in conjunction, if you wish, with the right pedal. So, a nice feature for more modern music. It didn't really exist very much in the 1800s, so I think Steinway started to have them in the 1870s, so a lot of older classical music just wasn't, the composers didn't have that pedal. But if you're getting into more of the advanced modern classical music, your teacher will want you to have this pedal, and rest assured this piano has it. So, really wonderful piano. Please stop by and try it out for yourself. You can play this or anything else in our inventory. But if you can't make it, you can always give us a phone call or send us an email if you have any questions. Thanks.